$1,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off. Each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop. Don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Death comes in threes.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken very short. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. On the return, they'll take over first down and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Hey, Mike's 50. Hey, guys, listen.
Defense, let's get it together.
Check. Lucky.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away.
Any day.
And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
3 down.
Wilson now. Going to throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. John Henderson gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Now Wilson. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. And they'll send out their punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Now Sanders. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over.
Yellow.
Y'all
not ready.
They'll run on first down. It's Jackson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 39.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get
15.
check. 55 to Mike.
Mahomes going to throw. It's Hill, complete. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double-team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. 26 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken short.
Oh, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think
He's got the lane, and there he goes. 20, 10, touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 74 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Raiders take over first and 10.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now a give, right side. It's Jackson. He'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. Deion Sanders up to make the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Found his target, it's Anderson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Call that a very strong gain of 24. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL?
Now Barkley stripped of the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now a give, right side. It's Jackson. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter from Oakland, the homestanding Raiders with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. On the run, this is Jackson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland 1st down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown. Touchdown, Oakland. In for the score. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10.
They'll take over. First down and 10.
Let's go, boy. Bring it on.
25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Man open, it's Moss complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. On first down, Wilson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. 15 yards on the play, first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 39-yard line. Got a man. It's Randy Moss complete. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Raiders have recovered.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
16 yards.
Go, go, go.
On first down, Jackson. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half.
Hey, turn it up.
On second down now, it's Jackson, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Hey, Riblin. Check hot route.
They'll run on first down. Dickerson. Jamal Adams coming up from the safety spot to make the play. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback. 43. Quarterback.
55's my guy, 55. All day, just like that.
They'll run it. Here's Okoye. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Christian Okoye.